I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lynx is a conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody as ruthless. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I want to eat his children. Praise be to Allah.
Hello, boxing fans. Welcome to Boxing to the World. The heavyweight division continues to deliver fireworks, real fireworks. In February, precisely February 22nd, 2025, Daniel Dubois and Joseph Parker will clash in a very high-stake showdown at the Kingdom Arena in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Both fighters are looking to make a statement, a very serious statement. Dubois, the rising powerhouse with an explosive knockout power, and Joseph Parker, the former world champion, known for his durability and counter-punching skills. So now, who has the edge in this matchup? Will Dubois' raw power break through, or Joseph Parker's experience and toughness prove too much for Daniel Dubois? Stay with me as I break down their strengths, weaknesses, the fight strategies, and my prediction for how this bout or this fight plays out. So now, Daniel Dubois, we come to Daniel Dubois. I call him the powerhouse or the power puncher. Daniel has become a force in the heavyweight division with his knockout power and aggressive style, especially after knocking out Anthony Joshua last year. He knocked him out cold. So he boasts of his powerful jab and relentless forward pressing attack. And his key strengths are devastating power in both hands. So this is a guy who can jab you and you think it's a power punch. So he has power in his both hands, both the left and the right. He has a very strong jab to set up combinations, and he has the youth or youthfulness on his part. So he uses that to be very aggressive, and we can also count on his size in the ring. Now his weaknesses, he has a limited head movement, so he's very susceptible to be punched easily, and he's very hittable. Then he has a tendency to gas out in the later round. So if you apply a lot of pressure on him, then you realize that in the later rounds, he begins to give up. And he also struggles against experienced boxers with strong counter punching. We saw that in his fight against Alexander Usyk, where he has to be knocked out technically. Now, in his recent victory against Anthony Joshua, that proves that he is very ready for the top level competition. But is he ready enough to break down Joseph Parker's iron chin? We don't know. Now, on the side of Joseph Parker, he's a very experienced veteran. He has been a world champion before, WBO world champion, and he is one of the division's most durable fighters. His skills and resolve around speed, counter punching, and impressive stamina. He has a very strong stamina. Even though Joe Joyce did a thing on him, he has come back very strong with his win against Wilder and Zildjian. He's a force to reckon with, and he's on a winning streak now. So, what are his strengths? He has an excellent durability and chin. He is strong. He has a strong counter punching ability. And he has a very good footwork, and he is very defensive as well. So, he's not somebody who is very susceptible to reckless punches, right? And he also has some weaknesses, lack of power in his. So he doesn't have this one punch knockout power, and he can be very passive, allowing opponent to outwork him. He struggles against taller or more aggressive opponents. So, but his recent wins against opponents like Zildjian and Wilder, including his resurgence against top contenders, show that he's far more done in the division and can be a tough one for Daniel Dubois to handle. Now, what are the keys to victory or the strategy for both fighters to win this fight? Now, for on the side of Dubois, I think Dubois needs to fight very smart and aggressive for him to win this fight, right? He needs to establish his jab early on to control the range and target Parker's body to break him down and break Parker's stamina because Parker has a very good stamina. He is not somebody who can gas out easily in a fight. And he also needs to apply constant forward pressure without getting reckless. We know Dubois can be reckless sometimes. So he needs to balance the two as he goes forward. He needs to be very defensive as well. Then he needs to finish the fight early. If this fight continues to the championship round, then he risks allowing Parker to get to his rhythm and give him the chance to win this fight. So best chance to win this fight is in the early rounds when his power is very most dangerous. But if he allows this to go into the championship rounds, then it could be a bad news for him. Now, on the side of Joseph Parker, how does he win this fight? I think Parker will need to apply or rely on his experience and composure to win this fight. He needs to stay on his back foot using his lateral movement, counter Dubois' predictable jab with a sharp combination, and drag the fight into the later rounds where Dubois is likely to fatigue. He needs to stay composed and avoid unnecessary exchanges early on in the fight. So if Parker can weather the storm, he could turn the tide in the championship rounds to his favor. So this could be a very good strategy for Parker to win this fight. Now, how does this fight pan out? Round by round, how does it pan out? I think in the first three rounds, Dubois will come out very aggressively, looking to impose his size and power. And Parker will remain very defensive, using head movement and counters or counter punches. So if Daniel Dubois could land heavy shots early, but Parker absorbs them well, then it means that these two rounds or these three rounds could be even on the side of both fighters. Now, going into the fourth, fifth, and the sixth rounds, I think Dubois' output might slow slightly as Parker starts to find his rhythm. And Parker could land clean counters, especially with the right hand. And in this phase, it will reveal if Dubois can adjust or start fading out. Now, in the seventh to the ninth round, if Parker survives the early storm, expect him to take control of the fight. As I stated earlier, this round, if he's able to go to the championship rounds, then it could be a win for Dubois. Sorry, it could be a win for Parker. Now, Dubois' output might decrease whilst Parker starts to pick up his rhythm and do a number on Daniel Dubois. In the last three rounds from the 10th, 11th, and the 12th round, if this fight goes that distance, then it means Parker's conditioning and experience could shine. However, Dubois remains dangerous with a one punch power, even if it is late. So Parker needs to be very cautious even in the last three rounds. Now, my final prediction for this fight, how do I see or who do I see win this epic battle? If Dubois can land big shots early, he could overwhelm Parker just like the way he overwhelmed Anthony Joshua and secure a stoppage within the first six rounds. However, if Parker weathered the storm, his superior stamina and defensive skills will give him the edge in the later rounds. So, my final prediction, I think Parker will win this fight by decision if he goes to the 12 rounds. But if he's not able to go to the 12 rounds, then it means Daniel Dubois will win by knockout in the first six rounds. So, what do you think? Will Dubois' power be too much, or will Parker's experience and durability win the day? Let me know in the comment section below. Now, if you enjoyed this breakdown, hit the like button, share with your fellow boxing fans, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more fight analysis, predictions, and stay tuned for post-fight reactions right here on Boxing to the Wall. Thank you.
I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lynx is a conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody as ruthless. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I want to eat his children. Praise be to Allah.